mean, it's a great feeling. Obviously we all want to win. We came together as a unit in the second half on the defensive end, and we got stops and made shots. So it's a great feeling to get the W, especially the last home game, and it's a great atmosphere and the place was rocking. So we got the W, and we'll keep rolling from here.
Enoch, 2 seasons here. You can remember this one for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of just sad that it comes to an end at UD Arena. So just cherishing this moment, going out in this fashion. Obviously, we want to win by as much as we can and be an easy game, but just going out like this just makes it more better.
How did it shift in the second half? What do you think was the difference?
We got to guard the 3-point line better. They came out the first half, hitting everything, and we went in going into the second half with a little deficit, and we came together. We need to guard on the defensive end better, and we came together, and we got stops, and ultimately got our transition and turned the game around. So just keep getting stops is a big emphasis for us.
Clark, there was right about midway through the second half, you had a couple turnovers right in a row, and then boom, you get 2 threes, right? Just obviously shake that off and do the next play.
Yeah, for sure. When it happened, all the guys are telling me, just keep on playing. There's a lot of time left on the clock. When we go through stretches like that, it's always good to have a group of guys who just tell me to keep on hooping. Basketball is a game of runs and things like that. Anything can happen. So momentum shift. I was just trying to clear my head and just focus on the next play. So.
How hard was it to defend Jimerson tonight? You guys knew what he did in the last game, and then he came out and did it again in the first half.
It was always difficult playing a guy like that. He's an amazing shooter, one of the best shooters in the country. He gets separation really quick. You don't know if he's setting a down screen or if he's just going to take off any moment. And his release is really quick. So just trying to contain him as much as we can. Every game we play seems like he makes at least 4 or 5 threes. So just tip my hat off to him, but just trying to contain him and just limit his threes.
How were the coaches at half, and what was their message?
That we got to get stops on the defensive end and guard the 3-point line better. They hit a lot of threes and was getting to the rim on us in the first half. So the coaching staff came in and was like, look, we got to play defense, otherwise we're not going to win the game. So we hunkered down and got stops.
Yeah, it just really came to stopping those 3 guys. Robbie, what was it? 8? No. What's his number? Number 1, 24, and Robbie. So just came stopping those 3 guys and making other players make plays. So that's what it really came down to.
So what do you do different when you say, all right, we got to play better defense? And say, well, like you personally, what do you do? You just team up closer. What do you?
It just comes to more energy, just bringing the energy and just focusing on our defensive habits. It's just going back to the basics and just doing certain things like that, and it's just it just help us refocus and just go back to our habits. So
Is that, I think you blocked at least 3 threes in the last game, and maybe got one tonight maybe? Is that a fun shot to defend, or is that something you've done throughout your career?
Well, tonight I had to get up on Jefferson. Otherwise, it was in the first half. It was probably going to go in. So, you just when coaches were emphasizing to get up on the 3-point line. So, it's just having that urgency to do what the coach asked for you to do. So, I'm going to try to keep blocking shots. It's definitely fun to block a jump shot and get out of transition. So, just keep going.
You guys feeling pretty good about yourself right now? Going into another big game at VCU. It's coming down to this. You guys know it may all come down to the A-10 tournament, but do you feel good about where this team is?
Yeah, I think we're picking up some momentum a little bit. So just gonna try to just keep on going back to practice and just watch film and keep on building off of games and just try to go there and just keep on getting wins.
Did you guys see Dave Chappelle sit down in the second half? Did you notice him there?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I didn't notice him. We was walking through the tunnel. I was just dapping up everybody, And I was like, yo, that guy kind of looks like Dave Chappelle. We were walking back to the locker room, and he was like, yo, that is Dave Chappelle. So we ran back and...
You didn't see the yellow hat one?
Nah, I didn't. We ran back and, we took a team photo with him, so that was pretty cool, man.
I mean, the game turned around after he came in. Right down.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be at the next game?
He did tell Anthony he wants to come back.
That's fine.
Was that pretty cool though in the
Oh, yeah.
tunnel? I mean, getting a post for a photo. Are you guys fans?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
What did he say? Did he say anything to you guys?
Nah, he was just smiling,
Smiling.
just laughing. So,
Happy to be there.
yeah.
Did you guys meet any other famous guys this year? Who else? Who was most famous before that?
When we seen George Bush at SMU, that was pretty crazy.
We didn't see Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson
Oh yeah, Magic Johnson in Maui.
in Maui.
No, that's about it though.
Yeah.
You know, Dave Chappelle lives locally. Did you guys know that?
Obviously no.
Did you know he lives in Yellow Springs? Did you guys know that?
I did not
Near
know
Dayton.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No.
That's,
What's the key to this team putting together two good halves of basketball?
Just defense, really. I think we're a good offensive team. When we really lock in on the defensive side, we can really take over the game. Just put in two good halves of playing defense, and the sky's the limit for this team.
When you came here from Robert Morris, you were looking for what? And did you get more than you figured you would get? Or I don't know if you knew both the caliber of basketball and the crowd embrace and all that stuff.
I was just looking to become, just looking for, just trying to be a part of a winning culture. So it's just safe to say that, I found that here with last year and, what's coming on with this year. So
how bad do you guys want that VCU game after the way the last one ended against them?
very bad,
Not bad.
Very bad.
Absolutely. Yeah. Come out with a W.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you, fellas.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going home.
Every day you get Dave Chappelle in the house, so sorry I'm late. But I'm just really proud of our group. The first half we got punched in the mouth. St. Louis is playing really good basketball. We knew from an offensive standpoint they're really talented. With Jemerson and the other crew they have, they shot the ball really, really well, and they shot it outstanding in the first half. We struggled offensively. They had a great game plan in terms of guarding our action. So it came down to the second half. We knew we just have to grind it out on the defensive end, turn up the pressure on them, try to have our defense create some offense and get some flow and some continuity. And fortunately for us, we were able to do that. I thought the difference is that I thought our pressure wore them down in the second half, and some of those shots that went in the first half didn't go in. We took them out of some of the things that they were having success with, and it kind of flowed for us from there. So I told the guys before the game it was going to take everything we had as a unit to be able to get the win, that we owed that to each other, and we owed it to our fan base. This is unbelievable, the support from Flyer Nation. So we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the fight that our guys showed tonight to put us in a position to get the win. Just a great night overall, just really proud of the effort.
How did you guys prepare to defend Gibson, Jemerson? He was so good in their last game and then started off the same today.
Yeah, I mean it's difficult because you can't simulate what he does. He's got an elite skill set and extremely high IQ. He knows how to score. Like he's almost like a professional scorer. Whether it's the way he can free himself up to get open, understanding how to use his feet, his hands, understanding your body movements or how you guarded in the last possession, what to take away, and then their coaching staff does a great job of putting him in space. They've got great action they run. It's hard to really provide much help off of other guys because they can take advantage of you on the other side of the floor. Tonight, number one really got it going. He played a heck of a game, shot the ball really well, gave us problems really in both halves, but I thought in the second half we made it a little bit more harder, for him. And like I said, they're a really good team. It took everything we had tonight, and just proud of our guys to get the win.
Enoch had a couple turnovers right in a row, and they got the lead back. But then he came back and made 2 threes. What does that say about him? Then?
Yeah, he's a player. He's a vet. You know, we trust Enoch. We believe in him. We want the ball in his hands. You know, because he's a guy that can just go make a play. You know, and I thought he did that several times for us tonight.
Your emphasis on defense the last couple of weeks, have you changed anything in practice or prep or anything like that?
Not really. No, I think just you know, it's been a lot of conversations we've had. You know, just in terms of what's needed. You know, I think when you look at it, this hasn't shown the last couple of games for us, but we're before the last 2 games. I haven't looked at it this week, but we were top 40 in the country in offensive efficiency. You know, we were fine offensively. Where we struggled was defense, and then consistency with the rebounding. And so just the emphasis and the understanding that if we wanted to put ourselves in position to have a chance to be a top 4 seed, if we wanted to try to have an opportunity to make a run, that we'd have to commit more on the defensive end, right? And you know, I thought the last game, you know, we did that. The second half today, you know, we took it to another level, and that's what's going to be required moving forward to give us the best chance possible.
Looked like you threw some different looks at Robbie Avila. I mean, Javon was guarding him at times, and did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. Just with the way they run offense, they make it hard. You know, like you're not going to run into a whole lot of teams that run ball screen action for their 5 men, right? And so that was different. You know, we did that last year, some with Deron Holmes, and he was really good at it. You know, they did it a lot. You know, and so from a matchup standpoint, guys had to understand. We were going to have different guys on him at different times, you know, and try to fight. I thought, you know, I think he got 10 points tonight. We did a good job on him last game, you know. And the thing is, you just got to make him work for what he gets. And you know, they got other players that are really good too to go along with him. So try to make it as difficult as possible.
So, you know, Jimerson and Avila were the only 3 who scored in the first
Yeah.
half. So
Yeah.
your point of
You notice that?
Yeah. Your point of emphasis had to be on them in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, they still, you know, were able to have success. You know, just really good players. I thought we were able to turn up the pressure, and I think the cumulative effect of it finally took its toll and allowed us to make a run.
You mentioned the fans earlier, just like this was 70th straight sellout, and it's easy to take that for granted. But that number's climbing every year.
Yeah, I mean, this is special. You know, and as a former student athlete here, you know, I appreciate it. And I told the guys, you know, for our seniors, their last home game, what it means to me as a coach, you know, to obviously for them to go out and fight like that, but also as a former player, you know, and David Goodwin's in the house tonight. You know, several former players were here. Just the pride, you know, what it means to them to see, you know, the young guys, the guys that are doing it now, go out, and it means something to them, you know. And I told them, you guys may not understand it now, but you will. You know, live long enough and you will. It'll mean a lot to you. And so, just proud of them.
Did you know Dave Chappelle was coming? Did you see it?
Didn't. That was a great surprise there.
Are you a fan?
It's awesome. Big time. Yeah, big time.
Did he talk to the team after in the locker room at all? Or?
No, he didn't make it to the locker room. Wish we would have. But they got the team picture with him in the hallway there, so guys were really excited. I think it was his first game in the arena, so that's awesome.
Have you ever had a chance to see one of his shows at Yellow Springs or not?
I have, yeah. My wife and I went maybe back in the fall or in the spring last year. I don't know. I don't know what day it is, so I can't remember what time of year that was.
VCU's your next player is playing maybe as well as anybody in the country. You got to go down there with a chip on the shoulder after the way the last game ended. How do you approach that one?
I mean, they're a really good team. They got great players, great coaches, great fan base. So we got to get prepared. We got 2 days to get prepared. Friday game, I think they won tonight. You know, so we'll get our guys, we'll regroup and get prepared, and we'll go down there and, you know, I think it'll be a hell of a battle.
Did you bring up to the guys the fact that embracing your last home game tonight, they get the win, but you also have multiple games still to look forward to the next couple of days?
Yeah, we always take it one game at a time. You know, we know what our goals are. We know what we're working toward. You know, tonight, the focus was on tonight, you know, and just being proud that we were able to fight and show a level of resiliency and get the win. and then we'll turn the page. Had some big plays tonight for us on the defensive end. I thought his pressure took its toll, overall. So I look at it not just from what the stat sheet tells me, but we have standards and measurements that we kind of gauge our guys by, and he does a great job in those areas.
When Cheeks came here from Robert Morris to right now, he's taking his game up another level, or what have you seen?
Yeah, he really works at it, like that stuff that people don't see, like he works on his craft, and he's a guy that's in the gym early and at the gym late on times when you would want most guys to kind of, hey, take a break. He's in there working, so I think he's earned, the right to be, doing what he's doing with his work ethic.
Any other questions?
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.